Alright, I'm back. Jom sambung. Tak sampai 1 hari pun aku dah start record balik dah. Dragon's Wake. Speak with Lena. Bukan aku dah cakap dengan dia ke? Oh, terpasang pula dah. Lama gak aku punya loading? Yap.
Where was I headed?
Sekejap. Apa aku punya... Oh lah ni map, saya hilap.
Where's another area?
Quest. In Dragon's Way, Leonard wishes to speak with you. Sweep him up. Leonard, make your way to the capital. Okay.
What am I to do? He really
Ni
ought
kan
to
Leonard kan?
return by...
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vacation, however, thus a mage is unlikely to last long on the field. 'Tis a vacation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to... Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long... At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining... 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical
Art
arts.
of
Magic.
magic.
Mages can cast a wide array of offensives. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must... Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of... Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time.
Okay.
Try them as you like.
Ni kena apa?
Very well, but I shan't take up any...
I'm in fine fettle today.
Okay.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Okay.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Tak. Weapon aku dapat free ni.
What am I to do?
Nampak macam kayu.
He really ought to have returned by now.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him?
Ya, jom.
If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Aku ikut siapa ni?
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Masa Tigris cakap macam orang tua? Yang orang tua tu cakap macam orang muda. Teruk. Apa lama dah sejak
Would you mind
Dragon
coming
tu
over
kan?
here?
Diorang tak repair-repair lagi rumah ni. Aku rasa sampai habis game pun tempat ni tak repair-repair lagi.
We're here, Master.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you.
Okay,
First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital?
sure, why not?
My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare?
Oh, dia actually respon kat jawapan aku. Ya, aku tak ada duit
Good.
lagi pun.
Then let us be on our way.
Duit pun tak ada nak prepare banyak-banyak.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Hello.
A fine place to harvest some indeed. We've got goblins!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Oh.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
seriously punyalah besar mod yang aku download tu. Dia orang tak ada nak tambah lock on punya function ke? Tadi previous punya video aku cakap aku nak download lain-lain macam aku check balik post dia macam banyak sangat pula bug dia. Tak jadi aku nak letak.
No sense letting the
Goblin!
enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
Aku dapat cemil. Alah. By the way, tu salah satu mod juga tau. Sekarang asalnya game ni vanilla dia, semua armor, semua weapon kau kena beli dekat kedai. Tapi sebabkan boleh pakai kan? Boleh pakai. So dah ada baju. Sedih baik aku tak beli baju tadi. By the way, sambung tadi apa dah? Asalnya semua armor dengan weapon kena beli kat kedai. Beli saja. So macam tak best sangat. Mod aku
At
tambah
any
ni
rate, the
ada
pawns in this
boleh apa
party
tu?
are women all.
Dia random.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Ada random, ada yang kau boleh beli, ada yang jumpa random, boss drop, ada yang
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermunt. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. There's hope for the one. Regardless,
Uh-oh. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a
Tino.
few more for good measure.
Arisen, are you all right? The Arisen has been put to sleep.
Where you going?
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Okay. Aku cakap kat mana tadi? Oh, dia orang taruh loot juga ke? Nice. Dia ada mod aku dah tak aku tengok satu mod dia tapi loot dia sekarang dah pasal
An
parah.
obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
I am poised to strike. Just say the word.
Mana?
Shall I assist?
Oh, thank you. Sabar jap ya, kita loot kejap. Tunggu je kan? Kan nanti dia komplain kat aku lagi. Hello.
No mercy!
Woi, terbang kan? Patutlah tak kena, dah mati punya.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory.
Apa ni? It's fearless casing and for all direction, revealing secret pressure also.
One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Kenapa?
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Dia tengok arah apa? Ada gua ke kat sana? Sekejap. Tak ada lamek dah pula. Tak apalah. Jom pergi Mel. Banyak sangat exploration sekarang. Aku punya video tak ada progress. Macam tadi. Video sejam, progress barely ada.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Apa maksud dia tu? Wayfarer ke? Aku rasa aku dah letak weather punya mod. Dah tak ada beza pun. Ke belum lagi?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Okay.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
Oh, dia panggil kau penipu, baik.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say?
Dah?
All's been arranged. Come.
Tak siap lagi eh? Oh, tak siap lagi. Tak ada pula dialog ah. Selalu kau cakap tak berhenti. Cam. Ada apa tak Cam?
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Okay. Kejap. Kau nampak macam chest? Yep, nampak chest.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Yeah, I know. Sebab tu kita kutip semua benda. Kita jadi loot goblin. Mana dia? Ada lagi. Ha, nampak. Chest. Weapon? Nope, duit. Oh. Ha, ada lagi? Tak ada. Oh, ada chest lagi. Apa pula kali ni? Full growth slot. Apa ni? Ha, buku. High level. Nanti kita try. Aku ada. Sekejap Aku rasa macam aku dah letak mod untuk quick save. Tak ada lah. Aku tak letak mod tu. Tak apalah. Dia macam ada hotkey untuk aku apa ni? Hotkey untuk aku tukar weapon. But hello. Alright. Ui, dah average dah aku punya berat. Steve tak banyak strength no. Aku tak boleh betul. Mana dia? Oh, bukan loot Aku ingatkan ada loot tadi. Oh, ni ha. Jom, mana dia? Yep, I'm pretty sure itu mod, bukan thief. Apa? Kita try nanti, kita tukar.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I've...
Tiba-tiba je kau.
Is everyone all right?
Yep.
More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Yep, nasib baik dia runtuh sekarang. Dia runtuh tank kita kat situ, mampus tu. Hoi, aduh. Kau boleh mati mas. Yes. Oh.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Mana? Dah Jom, sambung. Big Boss nak sampai dah kejap lagi. Buat keluar bawa lawan apa kejap lagi. Boss tu. Oh,
Your magical aid is dissipated.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
dah mati ke? Mati berdiri bye. Ush, buat pamphlet baik. Annoying pula aku boleh letup-letup. Wow.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Yes. Oi. Mati sebab tanah runtuh tu. Oh,
Let us see what you're made of.
geramnya aku tak kena semua. Aduh, teruk betul aku punya aiming ni. Ini bukan untuk heal. Ini heal.
A splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights.
Cepatlah sikit bang, lambat no. Tadi suruh ikut. Mesti pergi sana. Main pusing-pusing pula ada sini bang.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Mark.
Jom. Apa abang pusing-pusing ni? Kau tengok apa? Ada apa kat atas tu? Pity ward. Ada rune. Ni gajak tau.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look. Nicely done.
Perhaps you might join the fight yourself.
Well said.
Ow, ow, ow.
I shan't
Whoa,
let them
whoa, whoa.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Ni heal.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Sure. Mana? Sana. Aku dapat apa ke nama dagger baru. Stiletto. Tadi bukan kata nak tunjuk ke? Pergi mana?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Yes, I am kind of lost. Kata ada. Oh, tu bawah tu. Ada.
Must finding these be so difficult?
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to...
baru. Oh, aku duduk. Ni still letter. Oh, straight up upgrade baik. Okay.
Inform my own master of this.
Jom. Bos, mana dia? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Boleh buat camp. Oh, aku baru start tiba ngantuk pula dah. Ayya. Mana lagu? Jauhnya kau pusing. Banyak batu tu bawah. Hai. Mana abang?
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Yes.
What's this? We're trapped.
Oh. Apa?
Aye! A Cyclops!
A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard. Alright. We must get to safety.
Settle dah. Oi, mati terus baik. Tidur lagi.
Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
By your leave.
Oi, good. Lepas kau punya ni. Ow!
It's time we make
Oh,
the
dah mati.
capital to inform the people of Vermunt that the arisen has
nice.
come.
You have my gratitude, sir. It would seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure, of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join.
Yap. Mestilah. Aku nak try apa ke nama dia. Mod baru. Yap, aku dah loot je.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master?
Shepherd Knight.
Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Yes, I know.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend very well? Board the ox cart.
Kejap, nak buka ni dulu, yap. Lepas tu, oh dia nak ambil dah, tak apa. And aku punya barang dah berat optimize. Ni kita hantar ke Tiras. Okay dah. Berat betul camping tu punya barang. Okay. Mana dia punya ni? Sekarang je ni key buy. Tak ada pun. Oh, dah dapat dah. Mana pon aku? Pon, sit.
I will use this opportunity to gather my strength.
Penuh terus. dah jauh. Amboi, cerah ha. Boleh, aku tak boleh nak tu ke? Zoom out sikit.
It is a remarkable treasure we've found.
Perhaps
Wih.
fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
Apa tu?
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Yeah, I know. Ow.
Most impressive, Master.
Keep on like that.
Oh, jangan kacau dia, jangan kacau dia.
Outstanding.
Oh, terbang. Dah mati ke? Okay, done. Please jangan hancur.
Seems we drove them off. Vermunt isn't far from here. Will you join it? All right. Into the ox cart.
Oh. Saya baik Oscar tak meletup. Kita mesti kena loot. Aku buat shuffle ke tadi? Oh, terus skip.
I was informed of your coming, would-be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
Oh, kau yang tadi yang jerit tadi.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermunt. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside.
Dah malam ke? Kau tadi kata aku pagi.
I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermunt's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming.
Few months?
Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to our own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in a tavern that we might discuss them.
Wow.
This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Okay. Okay. Video kali ni sampai sini je. Jumpa lagi dekat next video. Oh, tak habis lagi. Dah habis ke? Ada lagi nak keluar baru? Yap, ada lagi. Lagi. Kata bra. Duduk. Oh, nak duduk juga. Okay, bye-bye.
I must remain